This is pivoting a little bit. So do you think social media is a detriment to our next generation? Like,
I think it's a gift and a curse.
Is it more of a curse than a gift?
I think
how you leverage it.
Yeah, I think the way that these kids are ingesting social media is not good. Right? It's too much. Like you can't be using on your phone more than you're out in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I do think that part of it is just it's too much consumption. But it's the same thing with TV. When we were kids, they used to tell us TV was terrible. It's the devil. It's this, it's that. Because we would be home watching TV,
playing video games.
But see,
like,
I think the difference with social media is that it's like the algorithm understands that you look at this more than you look at that. So I'm going to keep giving you this, this, and this. That way it captures your attention as long as it possibly can. And it's always learning from you. It's just taking your information and giving it more to you. So with TV, it's like, okay, I had to sit down and watch an episode of Pokemon.
Right.
You know, it's not learning. It's not learning from me that I don't keep giving you Pokemon.
Once Pokemon gone, off is off.
And then my attention falls away from it. I go do something
and
else.
It's based on a group, right? Your ratings are based on the entire group or the entire how many people watch this show.
Exactly.
So they have to make a show that a lot of people will watch.
Yep.
It's not saying, hey, you like this. So I'm going to send you everything that you like so that you don't even stop scrolling that phone.
Now I'm overdosing on
that's
that.
What the algorithm is.
And then on top of that, when you stop looking at, I want to send you notifications to bring you back to it. The TV never said, hey, I got more Pokemon for you. The phone is saying, bing, 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 come back to me. Come back. I got some more crack for you. So I think it's like, man, how do you regulate that? And how do you teach your kids to say, you got to like mentally adapt and say enough is enough, man. You got to put that phone down.
Well, it's harder. It's easier said than done because, you know, your kids, my kids, they're still very young. So they're not at the age like preteens where they're starting to get into social media. So it's like, man, I can only say, hey, I'll address that when they cross that bridge because we don't know what level of social media be like when it gets to that point.
Metaverse.
Yeah. So that's, I mean.
That's that. I mean, just think about that metaverse. And then being able to put on goggles and be in this world where they don't, where it's a
like
fake
Ready Player
world.
One. The movie Ready Player One.
Exactly. That's the future. Where you don't even leave social media. You can live in social media.
You can be whoever you want.
Be whoever you want.
But in real life, you'd be like, damn, my life sucks. Because you're going to be comparing it to the metaverse. Like, oh, I got a mansion in the metaverse. But in reality,
I got friends in the metaverse.
Yeah.
I got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
But in real life,
you got 3 girlfriends in the metaverse.
Right.
Which could actually be dudes on the other side.
It could be.
Could be anything.
Could be anything.
They could change their voice in there. It could be anything.
It could be anything.
So yeah, you like, yeah, I got a 10-bedroom house in the metaverse, but in reality,
I'm in a studio.
Yeah. But you're comparing it.
That's the future. It's like, teaching. You got to teach your kids the value of online and the value of real life.
Yeah.
To take your kids more places in the real world that are amazing, especially you live in the DC area. You got Smithsonian's. Take them and go see a mammoth and planes and space. Take them to real things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get them away from their phones. And of course, give your kids time.
But it's like
no TV time, no screen time.
You want them to go outside and play, but it's like no other kids outside playing.
That's a fact.
So it's like, when it snows, I'd be like, all right, where the little kids at? You want $20?
It's not the same.
Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. So it's like, you want your kids to go outside and play, but part of going outside playing is playing with other children. So if 90% of those children are in the house on metaverse, of course your son and child's gonna want to do it too because they go to school and talk about it.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you don't have metaverse? Ha ha ha! You don't have metaverse.
It's kind of like how it was with video games and how we grew up. Like most kids, like, oh, you got a Genesis? Oh, I got a Super Nintendo. It's like it was kind of a group where it's like if you were, especially if you were a male, it was rare for you to come across a kid in a class that didn't have a game system, unless they were just, they didn't have a lot in their family. But for the most part, all the males in the class had a video game system. So it's like, it was like if you didn't have one, then you'd be like, huh?
But see, the good part about that is like online gaming wasn't there yet. Like it was just getting to that point. So you have to have your friends come to the house, and we'll play 4 players, which means we have to interact.
Right.
But, online gaming just kind of kicked in on the tail end of us in high school.
Yeah.
So we still say, okay, come by the house, we'll play live.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we'll play live or Space Jam or
Madden or Blitz or whatever.
Blitz.
And even then, you may not only have 2 controllers, so people gotta wait, and you're having conversation.
Or you bring your controller.
Or the loser gotta wait, and you sitting there, and it's still a community. You still having fun. You chilling with your friends.
Exactly.
So.
And you're actually still talking and communicating.
So it's natural. It's organic. It's socially organic.
Yeah.